Hello, welcome to the Banker's Tech Talk video series. We're filming on location at Level 39, a fintech accelerator in London. I'm Joy Macknight, Deputy and Technology Editor at The Banker, and I'm joined by Rameez Zafar, co-founder of Eligible.ai, a white-label digital mortgage platform. Rameez, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
So can you tell me a little bit about Eligible.ai and how you're disrupting the mortgage market?
We founded this company 2 years ago because we, as professionals in the financial services space, understood why the mortgage process was complicated. So what we wanted to do and what we strive for is building elegant solutions that are helping all of the stakeholders simplify the process, be that lenders, intermediaries, or end customers. And our approach is effectively looking at the process from the perspective of the customer and then building solutions for businesses so that they can better serve those end customers. So the best example would be our first product that we're live with today, which is called Mortgage Screen, which is wholly sort of a full suite retention product. And what we do there is we're effectively harnessing the data that lenders or intermediaries have on their existing customers and using that to drive timely and personalized engagement through email communications and pulling those customers into pre-populated collaborative spaces where effectively the customer and the advisor or the customer support manager can work together and collaborate to get through the process more quickly. So harnessing data and then creating collaboration to create efficiencies.
Okay, because to be honest, the mortgage process is quite a nightmare. So why hasn't this been done before? And do you think this is a new wave of digitalization?
It's hard to forget that the crisis only happened 10 years ago. And as a result of that, you had a lot of regulation come in, and the processes that were created were very bolt-on. So new regulation would come, the lenders and the intermediaries would have to adapt. As a result, the technology was very much focused on what I'd call the back office, which is around compliance and audit trail. And it's really been other sectors and the change that we've seen there that has kind of awoken the mortgage sector to the fact that you need to be forward-facing, customer engaging with your technology, and it's no longer software that's entrenched in the back of your building.
And how did Eligible.ai really help mortgage brokers, let's say, compete with the new disruptors coming in like Habito or Trussell?
I think it's important not to use that term disrupt so much in this space where we really view ourselves as enablers. I think Habito and Trussell did an excellent job of, again, reinforcing the fact that technology needs to be forward-facing and customer-facing. And what we're trying to do is allow traditional incumbents to, in a very turnkey way, improve the journeys that they're offering to their end customers. And how we're helping them is saying, look, you already have the trust of your customers. You already know these people. Now it's about offering them a service that allows them to complete things more quickly. And so leverage the fact that you have their trust, work with them. To try to get a customer to complete a journey in isolation is quite difficult. Part of the reason you find that journey difficult is because it's very start and stop for you. There's many people coming in and out of the journey for you, and you may not have all of the information, or you may not be able to provide all of the information in one sitting. So a lot of what we're trying to do is engender that collaboration such that there's a workspace within which you can contact and communicate with whomever you need to. So if it's the advisor asking you questions, that can be done on the platform. Real time, you can be giving each other information, pulling in data from third-party sources. You referenced open banking when we were speaking earlier. Leveraging data as much as possible to make this journey seamless and intuitive for all parties.
So how do you think mortgage brokers can really take advantage of the data coming through the open banking initiative?
Over time, it will make a big difference. I think today, there's still a little bit more mapping that needs to be done, but fundamentally, one of the hardest things for a broker is what's called affordability. And a big part of that is effectively taking your bank statements, which today you give them a scanned 3 months copy. They're having to go through that and effectively create a cash flow for you. What are your incomings? How much do you earn? And what are your kind of monthly expenditure that's expected? That's a very arduous process. That's taking several hours, which means gaining a customer or retaining a customer is taking many more hours than it should because there's manual processes, which is I create my own Excel or I'm scribbling things down in a notebook. Open banking fundamentally changes that because the information is transparent and it's also accurate and verified. So again, when both sides are trying to communicate, it's often if I say, how much do you spend a month on food? You're going to estimate. What's your rent a month? You're going to round these numbers up and down, and all of that makes an advisor's job more difficult. Open banking fundamentally changes that because that information is given to them instantly, and they can then focus on what's their true value add, which is providing advice and guiding you to the product which will suit your needs.
Excellent. Thank you so much for your insights, Rameez.
Thank you very much.